The top set of shocks are Bilstein front shocks, original equipment on some 911s. It is important to make sure that you match the front suspension struts to the type of shocks you purchase. Unlike the front, the rear shocks do not have to be matched to the original shocks sold with the car. The front strut pulls away after the top fastening nut is removed. At this point, the dust shield can be removed and the shock insert can be removed. For Bilstein inserts, make sure that you remove the roll pin that is installed at the bottom of the strut. For all other shocks types, the shocks should simply lift out of the strut. These are Bilstein struts, most easily determined by their green color. The struts on your car should be labeled by their manufacturer. The roll pin that holds the Bilstein shock must be installed properly, or it will break under normal driving conditions. The roll pin must be installed with the slit facing away from the center of the shock. If not, the shock will flex the roll pin, and over time, it will cause the metal to yield and break. The rear shocks are much easier to replace than the front one. Support the rear trailing arm, then unbolt the rear shock mount located at the back of the engine compartment towards the front of the car. Make sure that you keep the top of the shock from turning as you remove the retaining nut. The bottom of the shock is simply bolted to the rear trailing arm. With the trailing arm supported by a jack, unbolt and pull the shock from the chassis. The installation of the new shock is quite straightforward. A bolt-in process, reverse of removal. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe to our channel and check out another video in this series.